Everybody, this is After Chillers. My name is djjawz. We're kind of having the second broadcast of the first broadcast, because last week we was meant to have the first broadcast, which went well, by the way. We've had some chillers chilling with us, and we had like a spectacular show, but unfortunately it didn't go out on YouTube. You know how to be part of this. All you have to do is be a member of Podcast and Chill. Be a member, not just a subscription. You have to be a member to join in the chats. And I'd like to say shout out to everybody who came through to the Zola 7 premiere at Stekenico. I hear it was such a banging one, sold out everywhere. I don't know why MacG didn't take it to Polokwane, but anyway, that's a story for another day. I know they are gonna take the Trevor Noah interview to Polokwane. Welcome to it. This is your platform for all the chillers to come and cough out what's on their chest regarding the podcast and chill. I mean, there's such a lot of stuff that you want to talk about, especially after watching every single episode. There's something that you want to get clarity on. There's something that you want to comment on. There's something that you want to add on. This is your platform. After Chillers, we go live each and every Tuesday at 10 p.m. Without any further ado, I was checking out yesterday's podcast, and MacGyver, I'd like to applaud him for being such a great paparazzi. I mean, I was checking out the story about Mr. Jasik and Josiah. I mean, I didn't know how the beef started. I wanted to know how the beef started, and he gave us a bit of clarity, even though he's not sure about it. So Josiah and Mr. Jasik, Piano is just fighting cats and dogs. Piano has become Hillbro. Piano is a mess at the moment. So many fights in such a short space of time. The next fight we heard of was Mpura and Casper over a song. And I was like, okay, sharp, maybe that's the end. Kanti, it's not the end. We are now hearing of Busta 929 and Reece Madlisa. That's when I said, oh, come on, this is the end of Piano. Now we need to hear diss tracks. Diss tracks need to follow. We can't. But now the problem is when you have a person like Busta 929 and Reece Madlisa would release a diss track which is gonna be a cappella, because now we can hear from Busta 929's tone. Why don't you, Reece Madlisa, approach me if you have a problem with me, rather than post shit about me? You come to me running like a headless chicken when you want beats from me. Don't let fame control you. So clearly, Busta is not going to make beats for Reece Madlisa. So that means Reece Madlisa is going to have to drop an a cappella diss track, and Busta 929 is going to have to be an instrumental diss track. But now that means the instrumental has to go in hard. The lock drum will be like, Masipa, where is Madlisa, man? Masipa, where is Madlisa, man? Alright, it's about that time. The train is about to leave the station. I'm going to welcome all the chillers that are members of Podcast and Chill. We are going to chat about a couple of this and a couple of that. So many things have happened, and I'd like to welcome let's see who we got. Spusiso, what up? How you doing, my brother? Spuda. All good in the hood, man. Randy told me that his network is not that great, so he's gonna be typing, but we'll try to get him to throw in his 5 cents as well. Randy, welcome, man.
Hey, man, it's nice to be here, man.
Nice to be here. Spusiso, where you at? Spusiso Zwani, what up, my brother? And Gordon Mutema, what's happening?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. And
good evening, brother.
And
Yo, what's up?
if you can see at the corner there, we've got Nota. I don't know if you guys can see. We've got Nota joining us as well.
Look, I'm looking to the side because I'm watching, and then I'm also here because I'm taking part.
All right, then let's start with you, Randy. Randy, you wanted to chat about something.
Yeah, man. You just put me on the spot there. I was not really.
Sorry about that. But relax. This is a safe space. This is a safe space, my brother.
Yeah. Can I pass? I just need to be comfortable at first, eh?
Oh,
you need to be comfortable. Okay. Now let's kick it up.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yeah, then let's kick it. What I wanted to know was.
Okay, Randy, this is what we're gonna do.
Not sure if
this is what we're gonna do. Your network is bugging out again. So can you please type your question in the meantime while we move on to the next person? Spusiso, do you wanna chat?
Curious with what the story behind.
All right, Randy, I'm gonna need you to type your question. I'll read it out. Don't worry. I'll read it out. Your network is bugging out, my brother.
Okay, no problem, man.
All right, G. Spusiso, you got something to say, my brother? Any comment on the podcast?
Nothing much. I will chip in later if there are topics. For now, just loving the podcast, and I'm glad to see myself live on YouTube.
My man.
Maybe come on, see my signal.
Come on, busy right there in the back, my brother. Vestinyana, someone is massaging your legs. Who you got in the room, bro? You got no one in the room. Kiwani. All right, let me do this. Let me ask Nota this. Today, Questa was on the podcast and we heard like a whole lot of unsettling things. But today, Makwa actually posted a video. Here's the video. Where's that video?
I don't funu komba abantu the way bangrophe ngakhona. But nonke niyangazi mbantu bangilandelayo.
Yeah. So, Nota, I don't know. Like, did you sign Makwa under Urban Entertainment?
No.
And then was Questa under?
And also, when's the beat?
Yeah.
So I can go to Sampra.
Who's eligible to be on the sample?
I get performing South African Performance Rights Association.
Oh, so he's got no leg to stand on.
Nothing whatsoever. But obviously, I consulted the lawyer to hire. He didn't consult his assistants or people that are supposed to help him with understanding those things. You know what I mean? I understand that, there's something that he's confused about. But per year or per month or whatever, but I don't need to explain to Makwa. I don't have a beat that he made for me. Agnapina again sitting where he's featured. So guy. When you worked with Makwa, you've got your own dealings with him. So that's between you and you. Is there a song of mine that's out there?
So when it comes to
like his problem, he doesn't go at the people that he works with.
Yeah.
When you went to studio with Makwa, was I there?
I wasn't there.
No, was I there?
I don't know.
Okay, well, I wasn't. I'm telling you. I wasn't. You understand what I'm saying? So go to talk to the people that you are in studio with. Just like you were saying about these piano cats. Talk to the cats that you're in studio with. You're in studio with these guys. Don't fetch me because every time you've got a problem, I'm the guy that helps you out. So now you want to call me, you know what I mean? It's like, for me, that's like, it's disingenuous. Like, you know what I mean? Don't do that. Don't do that. Like, I was not happy about that whole entire thing. Like, it's like I'm trying. Like, you know, I even tried to call him after he canceled that live to say, nah, Fana, when you got a problem, you come to me. When you need to pay a bill, you come to me. You say, oh, please help me here. Oh, please help me here. Please help me here. And then when you go there and you don't know your information, I'm the person whose name you're calling. You're damaging my name. For what now? For what? Because I've never run away from anybody. You know what I mean? Like, you can call me if you've got a problem. So, like, I didn't like what he did. You know what I mean? Like, and especially when you've got no leg to stand on. Like, he's throwing people into a sampra. It's not sambro.
And then how did you make the 8 milli from Sampra? That's a question from Reece.
There's never been such a thing. Like, where have I ever said that?
And then the stuff that Questa was alluding to, especially the stuff about you having signed him to Sony without having any sort of contract with you. What was that about?
Do you think they would ever allow that for Sony?
So he's got a contract with you?
We've got a contract, yes. With Sony.
No. Like,
Yes. Yeah, now thing more contracting. Even artist name, Kaufela. So there's no way that a big company, a big corporation is going to release music without a contract. Number one.
Yeah.
Like, number one. They won't do that. Number one. You understand? Yeah, obviously he's not the director of the company, so he's not the one that's going to sign on the dotted line. That's going to be me. So obviously it's my signature that's on the dotted line. Either way. But it doesn't mean that he wasn't consulted. It doesn't mean that he wasn't a part of the whole entire thing. It doesn't mean that he doesn't know what was going on.
And that's the same company that he was supposed to have been a director of, one of the directors at a later stage.
Not. No.
There was never such an agreement.
Never.
So you were gonna be the boss, and that's it.
Nah, I'm an employee. Mara, that company, it's a family business.
So there was no plans of making them any directors.
The shares in my mother's company.
So what are you saying about what he was saying on the podcast? So was he lying?
That's all. A lot of it.
Yeah, I think that's why Questa said you guys all need to be in the room, which is almost impossible from what I hear. But
can I tell you why it's impossible?
It's just going to end up being hearsay.
Can I tell you why it's impossible?
Yeah.
Is because, number one, we've been in many rooms. Don't think you're going to be in a company and you're not going to have meetings. We've had many meetings. Many meetings. They don't want to come to the party. They don't want to be honest. Why have okay, because as far as you guys know in the public, you don't know about my company. That was never posted up in the public. It's only something that's coming up now, right? Mm-hmm. As far as you know Rap Life.
I know Rap Life, yes.
So Rap Life.
I thought it was Questa. That's what I thought. Is he stuck or what? All right, chillers. You can join in. Yeah, the plot thickens. Looks like things. These guys need to be in one room. So because we're hearing two different stories from different people. Spusiso. Spuda?
Sure.
Hey, Tara.
I think the only way, because now Nota is saying this.
I didn't hear what you said. Sorry.
Okay. Here's Spusiso was saying something.
Yeah, I was saying Nota is saying this, Questa is saying this, so that's the only solution. I hope it happens.
It's not a solution. It's not a solution. Ke solution ya batho ba ba ratang ditaba. Bo rata ditaba. No CEO when the business was formed. So you're not going to get that. You're not going to get people coming to he was unable to produce one simple thing. Get audited reports, audited statements. The audited statements. When we ask for the audited statements, I'm not an owner of the company. I can't demand audited statements. I'm not an owner.
Who's the owner of Rap Life?
Botang Diamond, because he's the one who went out there telling people that I'm the owner.
Phew.
You understand what I'm saying? You go to Slicker on Live there. I'm sure on Slicker on Live there's that thing where he says, okay, these are the thingmagic. There's a video there. I'm sure, Jawz, you're gonna find it soon. When Spusiso is talking, there's a video that you're going to be able to play for them.
All right. Then Kabindes are saying MacG has made a lot of assumptions regarding the fallout, how it happened. So can you give us your side of the story of how the fallout happened? Because ukhathile dread ya Nota abofa tikika yona, and that's how the fallout happened. Anyone can say anything, so can we hear it from you? When how did the fallout happen from your side?
Okay, so there was no fallout from my side. The only fallout or the only issue is that Majida crashed what was supposed to be Rap Life.
So Majida, you mean the whole team? Bull, Leroy?
No. Well, he's the only owner of it, right?
So basically he made it.
No.
Okay.
I don't want to blame him.
All right.
I don't want to blame him because at the end of the day, he was a front. Yes, he's the owner.
But he was more focused on the music part of things.
No. He was focused on making sure that Questa Yana is happy.
Okay.
So whatever it takes to make that man happy. If that man says, okay, please, kupa reke M4. Next week, that's what's gonna happen. Oh, clean. Okay, Renali Chelete, Kebatla Nkaing chelete deposit. Okay, kinale lenyalo laka kupa lefe msadi waka meter 1.5 meter 2 meter rete lenyalo. That's gonna happen.
Who's running the business account at that time?
Leroy.
Okay. Leroy gets patch, and then the benefactor from Spatch, and that's why Hatla more podcasting, although he knows who owns the company. When he was asked, very simply, he says, I don't know. How? If it's your company.
But that. And you've been telling people that it's your company for so long, and all of a sudden now you don't know. So you've changed the story and the internet doesn't forget. You go on YouTube, you Google it.
Marwana, do you want to get to the bottom of this?
I said, let's audit. That was my solution to get to the bottom of it. Dudes told me, no, go to hell with your audits. Okay, fine, let me cut my losses, let me walk away.
Yeah. We've got Dino.
And at that point in time, I'm walking away, not having any answers, not knowing how much I've lost out on. You understand what I'm saying? And having like years of my life wasted.
It seems to me, even though the company crashed, you are the big winner here. Talking about all these millions that you
am I the big winner?
You are getting.
How am I the big winner?
Every month, millions.
Jawz, I started booking you in 2007.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah.
as Jawz.
Yeah.
I started booking you in 2007. That's 14 years ago, Chief. I've been in business for longer than that, Chief.
Yeah.
So because I was able to bounce back and sort myself out and continue with my life, even though I've lost, now it's a bad thing. And because now these guys have lost, Bona, they lost, and now things are not going as they thought they would. You know, Corona, they're not gigging the way they do. Now they want to complain. But Lingnokile, and I'm not complaining that Lingnokile. I'm saying Lingnokile, and I'm moving on.
All right, hold on, Nota. We've got Dineo who's got a question for us. D.
I think, hi guys.
Hey, what's up, D?
It's not like a question per se.
All right.
But more of like a difference in opinion, in the sense that, like, I really already think the industry in itself has been so like corrupted or whatever in so many different ways, right? So if we're out here having these qualms amongst ourselves, lack of a better word, as the blacks, we are doing absolutely nothing but doing exactly what is meant to be done according to someone else who's outside of the situation, which is not lifting each other up, not like doing the basics, right? Like in the States, you just see like how everyone is just so ready to like jump on and push each other's shit. I don't understand why we always need to go back to the older chats, you know, the older spaces.
Crabs in a bucket.
Like the things that happened before, because I don't think anybody's the same way. I don't think the people who are speaking of right now are the same people that had that situation in the beginning. So how we still trying to like deal with it the same way? Should it not be us trying to handle it differently? And for Nora as well, like how he speaks of himself as a person in a different space. What are you doing in that different space? You know what I'm saying? Like, are we not maybe trying to like create a different environment, especially for like the people that are coming up? I don't think this is healthy. I don't think this is necessarily something that should be the trending topic, you know? Like, we're all black at the end of the day, bro. And like, we're all hating on each other right now, but we're still black.
I hear what you're saying. Dino. And yeah, I hear what you're saying about us hating on each other. But let's not gloss over the truth. Let's actually tell people the truth, because if we don't tell people our failures, then how are they supposed to learn to do better? Because then they won't know what were the. Now, let me tell you something. I listen to podcasts all the time. I listen to podcasts about Bill Clinton and the Monica Lewinsky saga and how we got into that. I watched O.J. Simpson and I saw how O.J. Simpson was this famous guy who got away with all these things. I'm so sorry to make some noise. Can I please have some tea as well? Yes. O.J. Simpson and how, you know, because he could get away with his traffic infractions, because he could get away with beating up his wife, and the police would come and say, hey, O.J., can I take a picture with you? And he'd say, you know, everything's fine. He ended up killing her. And the thing that led up to that escalation, right, and the way in which you get away with certain things, you know, leads up to these big escalations. So if we don't discuss these things, if we don't discuss how these organizations that we're building, because it's a sad story for me, because this is something that I was a part of and that everyone out there externally was proud of and said, oh, this is something we're looking up to. We look up to you guys. And for me, I'm like, no, don't look up to this. Actually, this is the truth of what happened. This is what the failure is. Learn from this, guys. You know, do your things better so that you learn from this, because none of us is immune from like any of this stuff that's happening. And us saying that, okay, fine, you know, we're black, and as black people, we should be protecting each other and everything else. We're human and we are fallible.
Not protecting.
Okay, fine. Okay,
but uplifting,
okay.
Right?
Uplifting.
Because it doesn't help us. It doesn't help us having each other like drag each other down. Do you get what I'm saying?
So
like,
I hear
and then
exactly
also in the same breath, we're gonna be like, We want to like chirp when someone gets recognition from like peeps overseas, you know, like how Nasty will do when he'll just drop his random photos on the gram of who he's working with. And everyone's just like, oh, everyone's going to hate, everyone's going to have something to say or whatever. But at the end of the day, that guy's working. And honestly,
no.
Wait.
That's again.
I'm trying to like.
Saying, but I hear what you're saying, but no, that's not work. He's just posing for a picture. Let's be honest, man. He's not on the Billboard chart. He's in America posing for a picture with T.I. I've done that. I've been to America. I know T.I. I've met his son. I've been to Atlanta. I've met all of them. I understand what you're saying, but that's the mistake that we make. We glorify the smallest things. That's just like that's the same reason why people are like saying, oh, let's support Tuso, because she's actually like she's on a soap with the Viola Davis. She's not doing some small role and doing such big PR for it that we think it's a bigger deal than what it actually is. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say who does more big PR than she actually does big work, but I'm just saying like Tuso's thing is really big. She's acting up there, she's out there, she's doing like groundbreaking performances up with the most highly regarded actresses in Hollywood, the biggest film market in the world. Those are the things that we should be celebrating. We shouldn't be celebrating a guy just because he's sitting next to Snoop Dogg and taking pictures and stuff like that. Like, it's the time is done for those things. We've got big stars. We've got Bob Miriam Makeba, who've done these things long time ago in the past with all the biggest stars. We've got Oprah Masigela, whose album debuted at #1 back in 1968 on the Billboard chart. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, South Africans and Africans have done really great things. You know what I mean? We've got Grammy Award winners amongst us. So we can't be celebrating Grammy Award winners in the same light that we're celebrating someone who takes a picture with T.I., who's only won 1 Grammy for Paper Trail.
All right. Let's wrap this one up because I think it would have been nice if we had Questa and Kirex and like all those people to speak for themselves. So let's check.
Had that. Do you know we had that, Jawz? We had that, but except there was only one who didn't come. Guess who didn't come?
Questa.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say, no Rata controversy. Cause
don't even go there. Don't even go there. All right, people. The train has stopped. people are commenting. Hey, just do something about that train. Okay, it has stopped. Sorry. All right, let's go on to our next chiller. Let's see who we got here. Tsapang, what up? How you doing, my brother? Tsapang, can you hear me?
Well, let me mute myself, Hadi.
Tsapang. Tsapang, can Tsapang hear us? Tsapang, unmute your mic. Unmute.
Oh, sorry for that.
All right, man.
You tend to forget with this Zoom.
Oh, yeah.
So all I'm going to say is that, Nota, my guy, I think you have done a wonderful thing, all of you guys, and we should be looking up to you as Black people, because that was nice and it's a great thing. But then we still go back to that narrative of being, like I spoke the last time with you, of doubting black businesses and black creatives. So I think rather to avoid this in future, I know you're talking of education and stuff like that, but to avoid this in future, I think we as young ones or as emerging or upcoming entrepreneurs and artists and stuff like this, we should refrain from these kind of headlines and news and stuff like that. That's all I'm saying. Thank you.
All right, let's get on to the next topic. Anyone want to say anything about the podcast? I mean, this is not just focused on Nota. I mean, I'm sure some people want to say something about something else. Let's hear what you got. Randy.
Let's get started with Prince Kaybee.
Prince Kaybee. What happened to Prince
Yeah,
Kaybee tonight?
Let Dineo finish there. She put up her hand. Let Dineo finish. But yo, enough
wanna-
of the Prince Kaybee stuff. I'm gonna mute myself. Yo, I didn't care.
I wanted to say something to what Tamal was saying about like the whole like industry situation. You know, like he was just saying right now, like yeah, it's dope. You'll have your notice going crazy or whatever. But like, let's not forget about the other people who are still like trying to find themselves in these spaces. You know, it's very important for us not to paint like a negative narrative on the industry. Everyone is worked respectively, you know, and I don't even ever think we should ever take away from someone's work, because I know what work is. Work could be what it is to me and nothing to someone else. But at the end of the day, the work was done. You
All
know?
right.
So I feel like where credit is due, let the credit given, you know? And yeah,
All right,
I
cool.
get what he's saying also,
Cool stuff.
for us not to get too negative about it.
So Dineo, on that point, you watched the previous interview. You watched that. Do you think, now, just on my perspective, where credit was due for the work that I've done, Jawz, maybe you can chip in because you know more intimately what work I've done. Do you think I was given credit for the work that I'd done?
I think you gave yourself credit for most of the work that you've done, because there's a whole lot of things that I didn't know that you did. And I ended up knowing about them when you said something about them.
But I'm just saying, imagine all the work imagine if I was doing that work for you, and now you are on the podcast, you're being interviewed, and they ask you about what has happened. Do you think that was a fair representation of the work that I'd done?
I wouldn't know.
It wasn't number one. It wasn't number one. And another thing I wanted to clear up is that, you know, that whole interview should have been a promotional interview for the Homies album. It ended up being like a nota expose. At the end of the day, you know, the whole entire story, number one, the first lie that was told was that Na had blocked access to YouTube or blocked logins. Vivo doesn't have logins. I don't know login account.
So who blocked it?
It was never blocked, because if you go to YouTube right now, if you go to that same YouTube channel, the album is there.
Okay, let's move on, guys. Randy.
So let's move on. But I'm just saying, like, you know, those are some of the things that upset me. It's like, you know, it upsets me that such things are said about me, and they said about someone that you've done so much for, or someone that you've done so much for, you've grounded for, you know what I mean? And it just shows lack of appreciation. It's the same thing that, like, I have the same problem with, you know, like, even like when MT came to do his interview and everything else, is that, guys, appreciate the people that do the work behind the scenes. You know what I mean? Okay. Dineo appreciates the person that's holding the camera when she's acting. She appreciates the person that's writing the script when she does a performance. She appreciates everything.
All right, let's move on to Randy.
Let's move on to Randy.
You know what I mean? Let's move on to Randy.
Let's move on to Randy. Sharp.
Randy, you were saying?
Hey man, you gave me hated here. I can't people up all this.
Oh, sorry about that, bro.
I don't want to be on the right foot of Nota, man. It will come for me.
Okay, what did you wanna talk about?
No, I think I just wanted to break some ice with Prince Kaybee issue.
I saw what he tweeted.
Conversation with Nota. We need to break some ice again, I guess.
So what did he mean? I really need to stop calling women baby, like just out of the blue, Nje.
Man, I think I would do that also if I was caught in that situation.
He's in CAG.
It's too much, that guy. But I give him for I think he's been cheating for 5 years now.
Huh?
And yeah.
Okay, how do you know about this?
No, it's there, man. It's done.
Yeah, I didn't follow the story quite. Yeah, I just saw the tweet and the voice note telling the lady to come to the hotel room.
Yeah, there's been other stuff. Okay, do you want to say something?
Yeah.
Dino would know better.
Yeah. All right, so if anyone's got nothing else to say, I think we're going to wrap it up. This is the first show. And I just want to read out some of the comments that I see here. There's someone... yeah. Okay, so sorry about the train. Yo, my train has left the station. Yeah. Okay, cool stuff, man. I think we'll do this again next week, and this is the first show. I mean, we'll do it better, and yeah, you guys just tell us what we can change and what would you like to see happen on this show. I mean, this is your show. This is your platform. I mean, you can say whatever the fuck you want. I mean, this is not my show. It's your show. So that's how it is. All right, guys. Sapang, Nota, Randy, Dinero, Bongo, thanks for joining us. And thank you for checking the show out, man. And
before we go, I hope Son and MacG this. Hey guys, Son, we need masks for as merchandise, guys. Ralukopa, please.
Yeah, the mask, we keep on changing masks. Hey, yeah. And they must give it to us for free when you join.
All I'm saying is this was way better.
And make sure that you subscribe to Patreon. We are now on Patreon. I saw Saul was so excited. I thought MacG was saying patron. So Saul was actually happy thinking, more no patron. No, it's not patron. It's Patreon. MacG, that guy with his heavy tongue. Hey, I've got news for you. Hey, I've got patron. No members of patron. Yeah, check out the description link in there, and then make sure that you join. DJ Jawz, adios. I'll check you next Tuesday. Ciao, ciao.